When I was doing research for this video, I ran into this video talking about the same subject I was talking about, and damn, this video is fucking dumb, subjectively. It's made by this guy, What Is Real, who isn't a commentary channel. He mainly talks about movies, TV shows, and video games, but he made one video talking about the Brandon Buckingham vs. Sneako controversy. And yes, this is the last time I'm making a video about this until new developments come up. Anyways, he started peddling his arguments in the comments of my video, but before I respond to those, I want to talk about his video on this controversy. The video is short and I have to skip through most of it to get to the point where I want to talk about, so I'm going to put the full video in the iCard and in the description so you can see I'm not taking anything out of context.
But apparently Sneako and his chick have an open relationship, and Sneako can be seen on camera saying some wild stuff about her getting, you know, it around him and all that, which is pretty wild. And I guess that played into why Brandon worded things in such a way, because he was aware of the openness of the relationship and wanted to attack that weak spot. And apparently she also flirted with him in their interaction in a subtle way. But regardless of all that, saying "come watch me lick shots off your busted ass girl" publicly in response to Sneako himself being insensitive or merely an off-base dick. If you were to ask 100 people on the street to translate "come watch me lick shots on your busted ass girl" in all caps, how exactly would most people interpret that? To any degree, is that threatening or confrontational in an R sort of way, even if it's just 1%? In my opinion, it doesn't take a huge leap in logic to see how Sneako may have interpreted that to mean what he said, at least to some small degree.
It really is a huge leap in logic, because these arguments and talking points have been said about Sneako for months at this point. You're acting as if Sneako didn't read the entire Instagram story and just the "come watch me lick shots" part. Sure, it's the part in all caps, and I know Sneako isn't the best with context, but it is a very big leap in logic to assume that he threatened to rape her because of Sneako's history of being in an open relationship and his girlfriend flirting with Brandon. These are also things that you mentioned in the video. If you read the story in full, it sounds more like Brandon is telling Sneako that his girlfriend wouldn't be opposed to having a train ran on her, and it's because of the context. Sneako is no stranger to this kind of shit talking and being over the top when there is no need for it.
What's so funny about the internet? It hides the fact, and like this feminist garbage hides the fact that she's attracted to that guy making the videos. It is what it is. Girls, you could vouch for it. You know it's true. She would. She would. And you know this is true, what's so predictable? You could tell by the way she's talking that she hasn't been properly in a long time. It's been a while. So she's on the internet making this garbage video, promoting all this feminist garbage to your fucking lonely girls in the comment section. What you really need, Chad, is some yeah, shut up with your feminism. Yeah, come here. That's what you need. And she's gonna go, that's what you need. You need some sense back into you.
Yeah, Sneako's been on one lately. He can be obnoxious, and the whole alpha male red pill thing can go completely overboard at times. But Brandon constructing a video proving why Sneako is a hypocrite and contradicts himself and all this red pill type stuff in no way justifies or changes the wrongness of what was said.
And just to be clear, I agree. This video that Brandon is working on about Sneako doesn't make anything better. But like I said in my first video, I said that one of the biggest rising stars on the internet is pushing these allegations. So to some degree, it makes sense that Brandon would make a video defending himself and show why Sneako is not a trustworthy person, just in case he decides to do this to someone else.
Brandon posting this story in his exposed video publicly is somehow proof of your absolute innocence against Sneako's specific claim. In the eyes of many people, not blinded by the bias of this team versus that team, it isn't a good look. It doesn't paint things any black or white, right versus wrong sort of way at all. There is a degree of wrong on all sides. But the capitalized lick shots trumps it all, in my humble opinion.
In my humble opinion, that makes no damn sense. The phrase "watch me lick shots on your busted ass girl" means that he is going to cuck Sneako, and that is pretty consistent throughout the Instagram story, because the whole meaning of the post is that he is going to have sex with Sneako's girlfriend, and she's not going to be opposed to it. The key phrase, like she asked us to last time. I'm not blinded by bias, I'm stating fact. The Instagram story isn't a rape threat towards Sneako's girlfriend, and assuming it is a pretty big leap in logic. I'm not justifying the post either, but the fact is that Brandon lost his shit over a joke and said horrible things to Sneako and his girlfriend, and especially his girlfriend didn't deserve it. What is real argued with people in the comments of his video with the same odd arguments he's bringing up in my comments? His point really is that I'm defending Brandon's manic behavior and his disrespectful rhetoric towards Sneako's girlfriend, and for some reason he keeps telling us what lick shots means. Like that changes anything. Running a train and lick shots both broadly mean having sex. And I get it, okay? It's vulgar and gross, and I'm not defending it, dude. I don't understand why debunking the false rape accusations or adding on to his mental problems. That's just a weird take to have. And if you want my honest opinion on that, Brandon should stop working on the Sneako video, or at least just post it as it is so he could stop working and take time off the internet for a few months. He said that he has enough backed up content that he could take a long break and not work for a while, and I think he should take that opportunity. I don't condone his recent activity at all, and I think he should be home with his family and work on his mental health. And to end this off, it makes sense that Brandon is getting upset with his former friends because the only people that he can rely on to help him in this controversy is them. They were directly involved, and the least they could do is say that Brandon isn't a rapist. And if they believe he is, why do they still consider themselves Brandon's friends? You really thought you did something when you said crickets, dumbass.